Family, welcome back to day 11 of the Golden Ant Castle. Today's story is perhaps not as hopeful as before, bringing with it a sense of worry and tension. While there haven't been any deaths among the ants, things are not as simple as they seem. Some ants outside look in a very unusual condition. Their health seems to be deteriorating, almost as if they're on the brink of death. They move sluggishly with broken antennae and weakened bodies. These ants were not voluntarily leaving the nest, but seem to have been driven out by the colony. Could they be sick? From my observations, these ants show similar symptoms to those that were nearly dead a few days ago, and some of them exhibit abnormal signs. Could this be the onset of some kind of contagious disease? If these ants are indeed sick, the entire colony could be in danger. However, there are no clear symptoms to indicate what exactly is wrong, and it's difficult to diagnose their condition immediately. This leaves me anxious and deeply confused. As we all know, ants are highly reliant on collective effort, and health issues are fatal to them. The life or death of one ant can directly impact the entire colony's survival. The antennae of an ant are vital for its sensory ability, and when they are broken, it indicates that the ant's sense of touch and communication with other members are impaired. Normally, ants' antennae are intact, which allows them to effectively communicate and cooperate with each other. However, these particular ants are showing signs of severe physical deterioration, and it seems like their life force has been depleted. They are no longer as energetic as the other worker ants. Instead, they are lethargic and unresponsive. The once active and coordinated line of ants is now fragmented, losing its previous vigor. They even lack the energy to carry out their regular tasks and are unable to perform their duties as they normally would. I noticed that these sick ants show more than just broken antennae. Other parts of their bodies are showing signs of distress. Their backs are no longer smooth but appear rough and even exhibit signs of hair loss. This makes me think that they could be suffering from a parasitic infection or other diseases commonly found among ants. Perhaps the change in their environment has led to a weakening of their immune systems, making them more susceptible to such problems. Facing this situation, I feel extremely anxious. Every day of observation makes me realize that their survival for the coming days is increasingly uncertain. Based on their current condition, I estimate that they won't survive for more than 20 days and may even die sooner. Apart from the visible health symptoms, I also tried to analyze the situation more deeply. The reasons behind the ants' illness could be quite complex. It could be due to environmental changes or the sudden invasion of a virus or bacteria. After all, the ants live in a closed environment where air circulation is poor, and temperature and humidity fluctuations can have a significant impact on them. These ants are living in an artificial environment that I've worked hard to create for them. While I try to maintain suitable living conditions, it still can't compare to the natural habitat they are used to. External temperature changes, air quality, and even fluctuations in humidity within the nest may all be contributing factors to their illness. Perhaps even their food source might be problematic. Is it possible that the food quality is inadequate or the nutrients are insufficient, leading to a weakened immune system? These are factors I need to consider. Additionally, it's worth noting that ants are particularly vulnerable to external parasites, especially in a colony. Parasites can make their way into ants' bodies through their antennae and quickly cause irreversible damage. Once one ant becomes infected with parasites or bacteria, it could rapidly spread to the other members, causing the entire colony to collapse within a few days. In addition to the physical changes, sick ants also exhibit altered social behavior. Healthy ants are highly cooperative and work together to perform their duties in the colony. However, sick ants often become isolated, unable to participate in regular tasks, and may even lose their connection with the colony. Some of them may even leave the nest, instinctively trying to escape the unsuitable environment. It's worth noting that when part of the colony is affected by illness, the remaining healthy ants become cautious. They begin to reduce contact with the sick individuals to avoid getting infected. This form of self-isolation is an essential self-protection mechanism in ant colonies, demonstrating the high level of cooperation in their society. However, this behavior alone can't prevent the spread of disease. In fact, the collective nature of ants makes them especially vulnerable to infectious diseases, as their immune systems can be easily overwhelmed. As you all know, I have a deep affection for these ants. Every time I see them active in the nest, working diligently, I feel a sense of warmth. However, now that I'm facing their health crisis, I feel powerless and helpless. Their lives seem so fragile, like the flickering of a tiny flame, constantly at risk of being extinguished. As their caretaker, I question myself, have I done enough to help them? Can I really help them get through this crisis? Is the question I've been asking myself these past few days. Despite the anxiety that fills me, I haven't given up on them. I've been taking extra care to look after them, trying my best to create an environment that will help them recover. I know that as their caretaker, my role goes beyond providing food and water. I need to offer them attention, care, and most importantly, hope. Today, I made an unusual decision. I decided not to feed the ants but to keep only the water reservoir in the nest. This is because, when I examined their abdomens, they didn't seem to be hungry. Every ant's abdomen appeared full, which suggested that they still had enough resources to survive for a while. This made me reconsider perhaps it isn't a food shortage but another underlying problem that is affecting their health. I decided to give them some time, allowing them to rest quietly without any interference. I'm no longer disrupting their activities, hoping that they can get through this tough period on their own. While I've made this decision, my anxiety and concern haven't subsided. I can't predict whether they will survive this crisis or if their lives will come to an end. Dear family, I'm currently facing a dilemma. How can I help these ants through this crisis? If any of you have good advice or have encountered similar situations, please leave a comment below and share your experience with me. Perhaps your insights could provide valuable help and guidance, helping me find a solution to this problem. I believe that ants are incredibly resilient creatures. After all, they've evolved over millions of years, developing the ability to adapt to a wide range of conditions. Even though they are now facing a significant challenge, I'm still hopeful that they can overcome it. Through my interactions with them, I've learned many profound lessons about life and survival. No matter how these ants change today, they remain my closest companions. Every day I spend with them deepens my understanding of the fragility and resilience of life. The relationship I have with them is no longer just one of caretaker and pet. It has become one of responsibility and commitment. In the days ahead, I will continue to explore this fascinating world with the ants, facing various challenges and difficulties together. As I do, I'll keep documenting each day's story, whether it's full of sadness or joy. I hope to share these moments of growth and transformation with all of you, and together we can witness the miracles of the ants. Remember to subscribe and like, and join me as we explore the world of ants.